Hello, how are you? Thank you for coming and watching this video. Well, today's video is a completely raw video, and I was just sitting in the park and I had my camera with me. I thought of making this quick video to share with you something really special, something really important, and one question that I get asked a lot, which is about how did I leave my 9-to-5 job and started this career, started this personal brand in coaching, training, and speaking all over the world. And I thought it was just a great journey that I made, and I should share the journey with you, because I know there are so many of you out there who have such hidden potential within you, and I know for a fact that you want to create an impact, you want to create your best expression, you want to build your magnificent life. So I know you're gonna get a lot of amazing ideas and perspectives through this video, and I want you to note them down, and I want you to really pay attention, because if you are on the path of exploring yourself, discovering your innate potential, your purpose, then this video is going to make a lot of sense to you. And by the way, if you're here for the first time, then subscribe to this channel, because I talk a lot about amazing stuff related to your mind mastery, which is all about your psychological and spiritual growth, and some powerful strategies that you must build in your life to take it to the next level. Now let's get back to my journey of building my personal brand, and what did I have to go through, what were my turning points and key learning lessons that I can share with you today. So the first and foremost important thing is the discomfort of being where you are. I remember the time when I was working in my corporate job, and I was a star performer. I was really good at what I was doing. And I would go to the office and just feel so lost. I would just stare at my computer, my laptop for a long time, and would start working aimlessly. But the only reason why I was doing that was because I wanted to feel secure, stable, and have money for my survival. And I was brand new in this country. And I feel that the pain kept on growing, and I started becoming so frustrated with my daily life, and I was pushing hard to be the star performer, and I was pushing hard because I was very competitive and I really wanted to do my best. But at the same time, what was happening was my internal conflict was arising. I was becoming more and more uncomfortable. And I remember the time when I would sit in my car and feel so frustrated, and at times I cried because I wanted to know what I was really going to do with my life, and what was my purpose. Why was I existing? I think for me that this pain led me to overcome some of the subconscious fears and some of the areas where I was very comfortable, such as getting a paid fixed salary every month and becoming secure with it. And I think that's the reason, one of the reasons why many people actually stay where they are, because they get comfortable with the salary that they're making, or the money that they're making, and the stability that they're creating with the job that they're doing. Now, I'm not against any jobs. I'm not saying you can't do the job and still be purposeful. You can definitely find a lot more meaning and purpose in your job as well. That's why we do have this amazing large corporations and the C-level executives and middle management people, and they're doing amazing job. It was me particularly who wasn't satisfied, and I'm sure some of you agree with that as well, or some of you probably are in the similar situation. So I stepped out of the comfort zone. I made a choice to quit my job, and when I did that, it was really scary. Since I was going through anxiety disorder and panic disorder, I already enrolled myself in life coaching program. So I was getting coached by a coach, and while I was in that process, I figured that my deeper purpose was somewhere around building an impact in other people's life through sharing my own story, sharing my own journey of recovery from anxiety disorder, and how spirituality and certain practices helped me out profoundly while I was going through depression and anxiety. So then I thought, why not to just share this information with other people? And I started making videos and put myself out there. And that's another comfort zone that you have to break, because many times we think that sharing ourselves, our story, our vulnerability is a sign of weakness. And it was difficult for me also, because my family would watch the videos, my friends would watch the videos, and I had this image of such strong and aggressive and very, very wholesome person, which literally shattered because I started talking about my divorce, my anxiety issues and everything else through the videos. But that also liberated me from the idea of seeking validation and approval, because most of us remain stuck in a certain way of life because we want to justify our presence, we want to justify our actions to everybody else, and those people could be our friends and family members, and it is very difficult to make them understand at times what you're up to and what you want to build for yourself. So that was another turning point. That was another level that I had to cross. And from there, when I built my first website and I started talking to people about what I do and how I can help them with their life, I started getting some queries, and that was so awesome, because when you get paid for the very first time for the services that you're providing, it feels really good. But if you ask me if I had an idea how big this would turn out to be, or how expansive this is going to be, and how much energy and effort I'm going to put out to make this like my personal brand, honestly, I had freaking no idea. And that's where most of the purpose starts. You have literally no idea what you're going to do with it, but you do listen to your inner voice. And if you listen to the inner voice and expand on it, it will turn out to be something. And that's where I say to people most of the times that, listen, you got to start from somewhere. It is important for you to start from somewhere and take small little actions. And then comes the difficult part. Once you know that, okay, this is what we're going to do, this is how you can build this up, and this is something which is in alignment with your core values and your expression and your own beauty, then the hard part starts, because this hard part involves a lot of patience and perseverance and consistency. A lot of people get to their purpose. They are really geared up and excited in the beginning, but then they lose the momentum. And for me, it was to do or die, because I didn't have a job and I didn't want to get to the job. So I knew that I have to build it up. I knew that I have to work hard. I have to put in the hours. I have to be consistent. I have to learn new skills. And I started to give full time to this career. I can tell you that my brain has expanded probably 100 times more than what it was. I learned new skills. I put in so much of work. I took support. I asked for money. I borrowed money. I put in my savings. I made lesser money in the first few years. I literally cut down my costs. I did everything possible to make sure that I survived the initial year, because that was really hard. But then in 2019, things turned out to be beautiful, because I started coaching people, a lot more people. I put out my private coaching packages starting from $2,500 to $10,000, and people were buying, and I was working with people. That gave me a lot of confidence that yes, what I knew worked for me is going to work for other people. Sometimes some people are gifted and talented in a certain way, so I realized that this was my talent, this was my gift, and this is something so special to my heart that I can talk about this forever. Like, if you make me sit down with somebody and talk about the reality of life, talk about the fundamentals of happiness, the fundamentals of success and growth in life, I can talk about this forever. So I knew this was natural to me, and this is something I can work upon, I can get better at, I can research on, I can help other people with. So this is going to be my personal expression in the world. And I decided to put in more money, put in more investment of time, energy, and effort to build this up. And now I have clients all over the world. I'm coaching organizations, educational institutions, corporations, individuals, and from 0 followers to almost 100,000 followers collectively on all platforms, which is growing every day. And simply because I decided to listen to my inner voice and not to give in the fear. So wrapping it up, I want to just tell you 5 things that were important. First, self-awareness. Realize that you are uncomfortable. If you're uncomfortable, it's a place to grow. That pain and suffering is going to be the catalyst of your growth and catalyst to make certain choices and decisions that are going to help you build your life that you're proud of. Second, authenticity. Making sure that you understand your values, you know what you really want from life and how you want to express yourself. Third, letting go of the fears. You have to sometimes allow yourself to feel fearful, feel afraid, but still take the action. So when you take the action, which is point number 4, you build a momentum. When you build a momentum, then you are at least inspiring yourself every day to do the work. And 5th, lots of patience and perseverance. When you are patient and consistent and you persevere, then you start to see the results, because to every action there's going to be certain result. And when you start to take small little steps, each and every single small step is building the momentum and is giving you more confidence and self-worthiness on the path of your life that you want to build. Now, obviously a lot can be said, but I probably gotta stop because this video is going to be then probably an hour long. And today I want to invite you for this webinar. This webinar I'm doing on January 21st at 9:30 a.m. EST, which is 8 p.m. IST. And this is all about building the life that you want, especially your financial freedom, career growth, and emotional balance. And I'm going to share with you some of the powerful secrets, very important insights, certain applicable tools that you can start to apply right away. And also, if you like this video, then maybe share it with other people. You know, this is a raw video. I wasn't planning to shoot this video, but I wanted to share my heart with you. And if you think that it made an impact, then please share this video, like the video, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. I'm looking forward to meet you in the next video very soon. Take care, and yes, don't forget to click on the link to join the webinar. Love you all, and I'll see you very soon.